I'd like to raise with you this amazing accusation that I hear so often from the activists, particularly the activist left in Europe and in America, that Israel is somehow a colonial power, that Israel has colonized the region. Would you address why that is such a patent absurdity?
Well, there's such an ahistoricism in the present days that you're lucky if people's memory goes back to breakfast. But I think if you want to go beyond breakfast, go back in time, this has been our land for 3,500 years since Abraham came here. And it was populated by the Jewish people for close to 2,000 years by the people of the Bible. That's when the Bible was written. It wasn't written in Tibet, wasn't written in, in Argentina. It was written here by a people that lived here. Our identity was forged here, our faith, and our very being. And here we also wrote this book of books that changed history and the perception, gave values to not only to the Jewish people, but to all of humanity. So the Jewish people lived here for thousands of years. We were often conquered by the Babylonians, then by the Seleucid Greeks, and then by the Romans, and then by the Byzantines, and finally by the Arabs. That's in the 7th century. That's 2,000 years after we came here and were populated here. And after the Arab conquest in particular, the Jewish numbers in this country dwindled because the Arabs actually took possession of the Jewish farmers' land. So it's not we who colonized the area from the Arabs, it's the Arabs who colonized the area from the Jews. Now that could happen. This happens in history, tough luck. Except that the Arabs didn't do anything with it. I mean, they didn't claim it as their own. They didn't make it a separate country. It was a backwater for the Arab conquerors, and they themselves were replaced by other empires who came here. And really the country didn't come back to life until the big Jewish movement to return to our land actually took root. We always had Jews living here for thousands of years, even after the 7th century. But the real movement began in the 19th century, actually by Christian Zionists. It began in Europe, in Britain, and in the United States by Christian Zionists who said, if we want to bring this land, the land of Israel, back to life, you have to allow the people of Israel to come back and build it up. And that's what we did, beginning in the 19th century. By mid-century, Jerusalem already had an Arab majority. And as Jews came here from various parts of the world, we built factories, we built farms, we built cities, and this encouraged Arab migration from the neighboring countries into what is now Israel. And these people are now called Palestinians. There were Arabs before, but before they came. But the great influx and the great growth of the country began with the Jewish migrations in the late 19th century. And the Arabs who came here, they called themselves Palestinians from time immemorial, No, they're not from time immemorial. From time immemorial, it's the Jews. We came here 3,500 years ago, 3,500 years, and we never gave up our claim to our land. We didn't disappear. We came back to a land that was largely barren and empty, and we brought it back to life, and we're going to keep it.